Ted, are you writing something right now?
No,
or
I'm
are you
just doodling.
Oh, so he's just trying to throw me off.
You don't sit close enough, Matt, but he does that the entire show. He just it's like a nervous habit where he's doing stuff. He does little squares and stuff and writes shit down.
It's like being a defendant
instead of paying attention.
No, it's like
that's what he does in lieu of paying attention.
It's like being a defendant in a murder trial. I pretend like I'm sitting next to my attorney. I'm just like jotting something down.
Yeah. There's nothing important ever written on that pad of paper.
Juror number 5 has really big boobs. Can we get her to stand up and say something? Yeah, that's
jumping jacks. Please.
I wrote down. I didn't do it.
Sir, can I ask you what you're writing? I wrote down guilty at... Oh, darn it.
Didn't mean to, sorry.
Yeah, that was a real bad mistake.
I wrote down I'm requesting a mistrial right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got to get to this because it already happened, and it freaked me out that it happened and I missed it because I wrote this down a couple weeks ago. But our state raised the tolls for cars and trucks.
What?
50%.
Every other month they do that. I mean, that's not news, right?
So, well, it went up 50%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I didn't know this either. Trucks going through the toll booths, they pay $13.75 every time they go through.
Depending on what toll booth, right? $2.94.
Right.
We're not talking about the Indiana toll road. We're talking about just the regular
Chicago. We're talking about Illinois.
Illinois.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
$13.75. And if you take a trip now and you go through 2 toll booths, it's going to be $4. It's going to cost you $4 every time.
So on a funny side note, I keep seeing these political commercials with that Alexei Janulius, who seems like a pretty nice guy.
Secretary of State.
Yeah, Secretary of State. But I don't know what he's running for. But basically saying, he goes, I think he said something along the lines of, he goes, we have to make sure, he talks about affordability, he talks about affordable housing, which is comical because Illinois is taxing people and businesses out of the state. And he said, we need child care for all, we need to, abolish ICE, we need to have affordable housing. And I'm just thinking, okay, that's a great idea. Why haven't you done it already? I mean, you've been in power. The Democrats have been in power in Chicago for the last 100 years. You're just coming up with this idea for the first time?
It's election season, that's why.
Yeah. You're just saying stuff. But the reason I brought up the toll booth thing is this. They did a poll, and they polled people about the toll increase. And this is what threw me off, because this was the headline. It says 83% of people oppose the toll hikes. And here's what I thought. Why is it not 100%?
Yeah.
What person? Because I'm guessing 17% of the people were just like, you know what? I'm really glad I'm paying 50% more for my car. So that's cool. I love giant ass potholes, and I want everything to be more expensive. Is that really? How is it not 100%?
17% are rich people that have the toll pass that don't even know, and they have it auto replenish, and they have no idea.
Well, my question is, where's the money?
Automatic toll pass, but I am not.
But where's the money go?
Independently wealthy.
But where does the money go? That's my question. Like, okay, they're obviously making millions off the toll road.
Where do you think it goes?
Yeah, but my point is, can you articulate where you think it goes? I know where it goes.
I know it goes in people's pockets.
Yeah.
People
who don't deserve it, people's pockets. Yeah.
It goes into all that stuff. I mean, it's the same. It's the same thing. Like if you really had your way with it, and I believe if normal people sat through and found out where their federal tax money goes and where their state and city tax money goes, we would grab all these people, pull them out of their chairs, and shoot them all and start again.
In public. In public, yeah.
We would be so, I think you would be so angry
Yep.
and so upset. And you would just be like, you'd look at that person in the face, that guy, that girl, and be like, how the fuck can you do this? And you know what? I've had enough. That's what I think people would do if they really thought about it.
Yeah, the bottom line is that, the government is not acting on the will of the people. They're almost like an independent body that just does, like I said, half the stuff. I didn't vote for it. I mean, I don't want my tax dollars going for that. Yeah, I want to have social programs.
I don't want my tech.
Yeah,
we're not getting back into that. The
okay.
things that Ted doesn't want.
Yeah.
I don't want people spending
future
money.
things he's not going to give a shit about.
Yeah.
But on the side note, like the French Revolution, it was the same thing where the political class was so out of touch with reality. They just brought out the guillotine, and the streets ran red with the blood of the upper class who were basically condescending. The streets run red with the blood of tyrants.
Yeah.
Well, no. Actually, the saying is, from time to time you have to water the tree of liberty with the blood of patriots and tyrants.
Yeah.
Well, that's the expression.
Wow, that's actually very profound.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And there's a shirt like that too.
Okay, I have a company that kind of works a little bit, just a very little bit, the very absolute basics, to kind of give me some information about the show. And once again, I got an update from them about Apple Podcasts and Spotify where we rank in different things.
Okay.
And I think I went through this before.
You did. I remember it once before, and I asked you to do it a lot more frequently, but that was ignored.
It was not ignored. I just, everything
it was deferred.
Everything cost
tabled.
Yeah, everything cost money.
Tabled, yeah.
But here it is. Once again, here's where we're staying. Staying solid. Number 1 ranked at Apple Podcast in budget pet meals. Explain that to me. I still don't get it. But if you type in the word budget pet meals, we will be the first podcast that shows up.
So at least number 1 in something. That's good.
That doesn't it makes absolutely zero effing sense.
Okay. Also, 3 Idiots, which does make sense. Number 1 on Apple Podcasts now. If you type in 3 Idiots, we're the first thing that shows up. We're
Really?
number 1.
Is there another 3 Idiots?
There's a lot of other things.
There's
some other things. There are some other things.
Variations.
And we're number 2 in multi-age comedy.
Huh.
I don't know
what does that even mean?
I think, and this is so. I got this last week, and I was kind of putting some thought into this, and I was thinking, babies, like toddlers and stuff. That's got to be our key demographic.
Right.
We go after toddlers, and I just want to say this: Goo Goo Gaga and smash peas. Okay, don't kids like smash peas? What do they like? Yeah, pudding.
No, I think that's the one.
That's
the one that they chew and they spit out of their mouth. It just like drips onto their bib.
Multi-generational comedy? Is that
multi-age comedy?
Multi-age comedy.
Did you figure that out? Now, at Spotify, we are number 2 with 3 Idiots. Okay. Number 15 with just the word idiots, and number 21 with just the word idiot. Yeah. So at this point now, we own Spotify and the word idiot.
Oh my God! And
should we patent it?
Yes.
We strive to achieve that high ranking of idiocracy every day.
Yes. I mean, that's kind of cool? We sort of, with Spotify, we own the word idiot.
Speaking of owning something, did you hear that Jaden Daniels, the former quarterback of LSU, I guess like the current quarterback is going to wear the number 5 jersey, because I guess that was his jersey in college. And it was never retired, by the way. But he actually sent a cease and desist letter to LSU saying that this kid can't wear the same number jersey. So now obviously he's being mocked relentlessly. So we're thinking about putting him on the $5 bill, because Jaden Daniels owns the number 5. So everything with 5 in it should, run it past Jaden Daniels first.
You know what?
Who, by the way, is kind of a subpar quarterback.
Well, he had a great rookie year, and he's been hurt and injured ever since.
Yeah,
kind of Robert Griffith Jr.
Yeah, because he's like as skinny as a rail. He's like 180 pounds, and he's going to get broken in half.
See, and this is where I figure that he doesn't have the right people around him.
Well, he has. It's funny you should mention that. Who has around him? His mother. I guess his mother is his agent.
Yep, she is.
She let him do this,
and it's really creepy because I guess he's giving her like horseback rides during practice. She's sitting in the middle of the field with him. Like she keeps all the girls away from him.
She's his agent.
Yeah.
The latest issue of Netflix Quarterbacks, Jaden Daniels is one of the quarterbacks.
Oh boy!
So and you
get real deep into it.
It gets deep, and he's
It's kind of creepy. I mean, it's kind of a creepy relationship.
No. First of all, if you're going to have an agent and somebody's got your back, your mom is the person.
Yeah.
If she's qualified to do this, then she's the person you want, because I doubt she's going to screw you over like your best friend who decides to handle your finances.
Or your uncle.
Yeah. Oh, man, the uncle.
Oh, the uncle,
You know who's completely untrustworthy? The uncle. Yeah. Don't ever, to everyone who's about to be, anyone who's listening, I don't care if you're in India and you're going to be a cricket player, if you're in England and you're going to be a soccer player, if your uncle tells you he wants to be your manager, handle your finances, and be your agent, say no immediately.
Run for the hills.
Actually, the only exception is Floyd Mayweather, obviously a great boxer, went 50-0 during his career. I guess his uncle Roger Mayweather was his trainer.
Ted, don't give uncles a chance to make money.
Yeah,
all you're doing, all you're doing is
the
giving,
unicorn.
Yeah, that is the unicorn.
Well, I guess the good news is the mother's keeping all the girls away from Jaden Daniels, which is understandable because one of these women, attractive women, latches on to a professional athlete. They get, of course, their goal is to get pregnant immediately, and now they got their hooks.
No, of course, that's their goal.
Isn't it
that obvious?
No, but now she's got her hooks into him, and now he's got to pay child support and alimony for the rest of his life. So in a way, she's probably doing a service, because Paul George, the guy who just got traded from the 76ers to the Celtics, I think he's paying like $40,000 a month, and somebody's paying some ridiculous child support. I'm not sure.
I don't even think $40,000 makes a difference to Paul George, but
yeah.
I mean, that's you can just do butt stuff instead. I mean,
Well,
let's be
it's too late.
100% honest.
The horse is out of the barn. Brian Urlacher knocked up a stripper back in his playing days with the Bears. He's been paying for that one ever since.
Yeah. When listen.
Same with Dirk Nowitzki.
Here's the
knocked
thing.
up a stripper.
If your uncle is your agent and you're banging strippers, you've gone down. You're just in the wrong road.
Yeah,
man.
you're going in a bad direction.
Yeah. I mean, there's got to be. I'm sure, especially for a football player, there's got to be normal people that will handle whatever. I mean, even if you just want to fool around, there's got to be Brian Urlacher, really good looking guy, really wealthy. If he said to, I'm sure 90% of women would say no, but 10% of women, if he just said, hey, listen, I'm just here for the fun. She's like, yeah, I'm here for the fun too. Yeah, a couple of gifts, a couple of this and that. And then, when you're in town, we can just go banging crazy. When you're out, go bang somebody else. I'm 100% good with it.
Just get yourself fixed, guys.
So I guess
you don't have to worry about it.
I guess in college it starts. I guess with women, not all women, of course, but some women. There's actually like a playbook about how to like latch on to like a top. High. You
are just so anti-women.
No, I'm not. I love women.
This is bitter.
No,
bitter.
No, I'm
you
not.
are
Not at all.
very bitter.
Not at all. I'm just saying it's a real thing. So there's a certain.
I'm not bitter. It's real.
We know. You've mentioned it.
There's throat spray, and you know what that's for, right? So. There's a playbook.
I just want to stop.
There's a playbook.
All right. Okay. I don't know, and I don't want to know.
Yes.
I'm sure Brittany Mahomes knows about it. We'll ask her later.
I am.
Oh, jeez. They met in college, dude.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's why I said it starts in college.
I met my wife in college.
Yeah, mine too.
Are you starting for the Chiefs?
Hold on. Wait, you do have a.
I'm in the trade show business. Nope.
No, you do have a triathlon coming up.
Oh yeah, congratulations,
Scott. If you were to win, let's hope you're fixed. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Scott, I'm late.
Yeah, if I win, there's absolutely zero prize money.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, hold on. Ted. Zero prize money. Got it, Scott.
Yeah.
No one knows how much prize money you're getting. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, but if you do happen to win and you meet a woman, like you go out drinking afterwards because you're on the wagon because it's coming up on Sunday, right?
Yep.
And if you meet her and if you see in her bag sticking out throat spray, she's the wrong person.
I still don't get throat spray. Again, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. But
I believe
we'll discuss those matters at another
my
time.
wife of 36 years will be waiting for me at the finish line, so I'm all good.
There you go.
Okay. No throat spray.
Yeah.
As far as I know, again, I don't know what that means. I don't want to know.
Unless she has a sore throat.
I'm not talking about.
Let me ask you this before we get to anything else here. What do you think the best way is to get views and make money on social media?
OnlyFans, I'm guessing.
No, it's OnlyFans is something else.
Yeah.
But if you're going to be on social media, what's the best way to get views and make money?
Have something controversial or something.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes,
okay?
very controversial.
So
rage bait.
I ran into this. Tess Holliday. You guys heard of her?
No.
Of course you wouldn't. Okay. She has taken being a giant fat ass and turning it into a money-making venture.
Nice.
Okay.
Good for her.
She's a 400-pounder. Mm-hmm. She is big. She goes online saying she's beautiful and posts pictures of herself in sports bras and bikinis, and then waits for the haters, other fatties, and guys who are into fat chicks to comment all day long.
Yeah.
Millions of people.
It's crazy. Yeah.
And there are people that are just like, you go, girl. And then there are guys who are like, hey,
Here's my email. Give me a buzz.
Yeah. And then there are the people who just believe that they can be cruel.
The trolls, the internet trolls. Yeah. They're everywhere.
Absolutely cruel. Yeah. But and she responds to the cruel ones a lot.
Yeah.
And
which probably gets more clickbait.
And it gets more clickbait. Yeah. And so she has millions. She is making tons of money.
How is she making money with that?
People are
sponsorships.
Once she has all those people who are following her and constantly commenting and all that stuff, then they advertise and she makes tons of money. So we're talking about tens of millions of people.
Come on.
Yeah, and a lot of them, I say half, are just really mean, and they think they're being like profound and unique when she says like, I don't know, something about, I don't know, like, I can't even remember some of the. I don't even want to.
So you visited the site, so you were one of the millions.
I'm not a subscriber or anything, but I wanted to see if it was exactly what I thought it was, because I saw an article about it, and it was just some bullshit thing, but I wanted to see if that's what it is, and it really is. It's only those three kinds of people that are part of this whole thing.
And then I guess I think she was like a somebody in the world. I'm not sure if she was a former actress, but she went on OnlyFans and she said she made $1 million in 9 days on OnlyFans. I don't know what
this fat chick, 400-pounder.
No, not her. It's like somebody else. So,
I'm sure she could.
Like a reasonably attractive woman. Not like my dream girl, but like a woman who's like most people guys would find her okay looking. But the point is, she went on OnlyFans and made more in 9 days than almost as much as we make in this podcast in 10 days.
You know what? It's crazy what people will spend money on and believe.
Yeah,
because that's what it is, right? I mean, I don't understand it.
And then there's another influencer.
Yeah, especially online shit. I mean, come on.
There's another streamer, and I guess I don't know the guy's name, never heard of him, but his thing is to create fake like rage bait things. Create scenarios where people are outraged. Like he'll go up and do something to a homeless person. I don't know what he's doing, but obviously it's something that it triggers. It triggers like a visceral response. So you remember there's some kid. His name was Johnny something. I think he was an Afro-American kid, but he was in South Korea, kind of causing trouble. Like he was provoking people on the streets. And finally, I think he's filming himself, and then obviously he gets beaten up by the Korean citizens there, and I think he's got sentenced to like jail time out there. Yeah. They're not messing around out there. Saudi Arabia,
you
Middle
East.
East.
You got to be careful when you're in another country.
Yeah, I mean, come on, why would you do that?
But because he's trying to get clickbait, but he obviously didn't read the room.
I mean, just do that in America.
Yeah.
Do that in America.
Well, probably less competition out there for streamers.
Yeah, well, maybe.
All right, let's do this. This is the Real Three Idiots podcast, and today in history, in 1909, the first race was held at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. For those of you who don't know what it is, that's the Indy 500.
1909?
1909. Okay. Here's the crazy part. In the first race, 3 drivers and 2 spectators were killed. I guess it was a dirt track and the cars were too fast and the whole thing was a mess. So it is true. Since it started, people go to that race for wrecks and have since the very beginning.
And 3 people died?
Yeah. 3 racers died.
Well, you've seen...
No shit.
And they were going to cancel. I guess it was a 2-day event. And like one guy died on the first day, if I remember this right. And then they're like, we're going to cancel this. Like, no, everything will be fine. Then 2 more racers died. And then one racer went into the stands, flew into the stands, and killed 2 people.
Holy shit.
And even after all that, I guess... For the second race, they paved it. It was a dirt track, so they paved it to make it safer. But yeah,
and it's like a real steep track because I think they had people like walking the Indy tracks to give you perspective how steep it is, and it's like almost like a bowl where obviously over the years that's how you find stuff out. Someone has to die for you to make the correction. Oh well, okay, we didn't think about this, but so now we're gonna fence off the area. But once in a while you'll go to a race and like a tire will fly off a car and like go into the stands. I think that happened a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Well, they actually bricked the racetrack in the teens, and that's why they call it the Brickyard racetrack.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And then and they on top of it, so it went from dirt to brick to whatever it is now.
Oof.
I'd like to golf there. Isn't there a golf course inside?
There's a golf course, 3 holes inside the. That's how big it is.
Is that right?
It's impossible to even fathom it. But yeah, there's 3 holes inside the inside part of the racetrack.
The infield, right?
The infield, yeah.
Wow.
Who would have thunk it? All right. Oh, I got to do this. When you're looking for a good movie, do you find yourself bogged down in endless algorithms and recommendation loops? Do you want more from the streaming services you already subscribe to? The Needle, a film podcast, will help you find hidden gems buried in your digital movie haystacks. Former Forbes.com film critic Scott Phillips launched this new show to help you broaden your movie horizons and find the great films that never played your local multiplex. Check out The Needle on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, and other major podcast networks.
Oh, I'd like to hear his take on the Odyssey movie. I think it just crossed $1 billion in earnings.
I still got to see that.
I
heard in the new Spider-Man, someone was telling me
maybe
it was
maybe it was a Spider-Man one, but it's like Spider-Man had like the largest grossing.
Should we do idiots at the movies?
Yeah.
That sounds like awesome idea.
I mean, I'd rather see Spider-Man than the Odyssey.
Yeah, what's it called? Spider-Man New Day or something?
I'm not sitting through. Honestly, I doubt I could make 2 hours and 30 minutes, 2 hours and 40 minutes. I don't think I got it.
There's Matt Damon cosplaying like a Greek guy.
All right, this is where Ted goes crazy because it's all about Greeks, but there's not a Greek guy that's actually in it. Okay.
Yeah, and you're hardly Greek. How much Greek are you?
Well,
so you can be outraged. I mean, I guess 1% is enough to be outraged.
No, I think you're thinking of Elizabeth Warren, who's like 1% Cherokee Indian because someone told her a tale about Pocahontas when she was a kid. You must have me confused.
Day.
Told her a tale.
A tall tale.
Single day. That's what
she milked that one for all it's worth.
Oh, man. All right. Do you guys like where you live before we get to Ted's tip?
Well, the attic, could use a little fixing up, so it's when I crawl around there at night.
Talk about it's like area.
Squeak. Oh.
Do you like the area?
You have a beautiful neighborhood.
The Midwest?
Do you like where you live? Not do you like where I live, Ted?
I guess.
You're talking about
I thought it was a trick question.
What are we talking about? Illinois, Park Ridge, the United States.
Your little ecosystem.
Do you like your town?
Your little ecosystem.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? Here's why I like where I live. there are no snake farms nearby. Yes, there's no snake farms.
Or Indian burial grounds like Poltergeist.
Yeah, and I bet you're saying to yourself, man, why are you bringing up snake farms?
Yeah.
Yeah, why are you bringing up snake farms?
In southern China, there's a town, and in that town is a snake farm. And on that snake farm, there were 3,000 snakes.
That doesn't sound like too many, but okay.
Okay, it's not a big town.
What kind of snakes?
And that's a good point. They had a flood, and the town, a lot of people had to leave. I mean, it was really bad. I mean, houses were destroyed, and the snake farm, the snakes got loose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now here's the thing: most of them were non-venomous snakes, and
Most of them.
and like 85% of them have been rounded up. Unfortunately, and this is a problem, 10% were king cobras, king rat snakes, and water snakes. And they are highly poisonous. Not just moderately, but highly poisonous.
Yeah.
And so the people that stayed and people that are cleaning up are being bitten by snakes on a regular basis.
Jesus
I know
Christ.
I'm not supposed to be laughing, and people are dying.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the purpose of a snake farm? Any idea?
Why do you have a chicken farm?
Because you eat chickens?
I'm sure people eat snakes all the time. No, I mean
Well, they eat dog in China.
yeah, but I mean for sure they eat snakes. I've seen it.
That can't be the sole
But you
purpose.
could send it. I mean, maybe somebody wants a pet poisonous king cobra.
Maybe they do it for venom milking. I guess
Well,
medical
only 10%
stuff.
of them were. Only 10% are.
I don't know why you'd have a snake farm, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Hey, I mean,
I fucking hate snakes.
whoa. Whoa.
I fucking hate them.
What about a garter snake?
It doesn't matter what
They're
kind.
still scary.
I see a snake, I
Oh.
jump and run.
Yeah, I got scared. We were playing golf,
Just run like a girl.
and there's a little bit like a 2-foot high grass.
Yeah.
And I'm helping somebody look for a golf ball because
Aw.
it wasn't my golf ball was in there, and the most dangerous, horrific looking 12-inch, super skinny, slightly bigger than a worm snake. I see it 5 feet away. Holy crap! The sound I made. There is no little girl in the world that has ever made a sound that loud. And I think I ran faster that day than I've ever run in my life.
Yeah, I don't like snakes.
They don't bother me. I mean, they're kind of cool. I mean, when I was a kid, I had a pet tortoise. So when I would go to the pet store, I always enjoyed. I never owned a snake as a pet, but I always liked the snake. You know, I like their little I like their little ecosystem. You know, with the you got the little rocks. You know, you got the little heat lamp on them because they're reptiles and stuff. So yeah, it was kind of cool. I guess obviously the downside is I think they prefer live. You know, I'm not talking about the one that could like swallow a mouse whole, but you know, like they like crickets and they like. But I'm sure there's like.
So you had a little tiny turtle?
Yeah, a little box tortoise, you know,
Yeah.
Eastern
had
box
one.
turtle.
We had
box
one.
tortoise, yeah.
A friend of mine, she didn't want it anymore, so we took it and we had it for I don't know 3 weeks before. You ready for this? It ran away.
Wow, that's crazy.
How did it break free?
We had it in the yard and we put it in the pool, and we put a little thing in the middle, so we figured it could get out of the water in the middle, but it couldn't get out of the water anywhere else. It was out of that pool in 2 minutes.
It could climb onto the island, but it couldn't climb out of the pool. Okay.
I didn't think the water was pretty low. I mean, it crawled up. It was a plastic inflatable pool.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know. How does it?
Oh, I see scale out
Yeah.
of the...
Well, they got claws, you know, they can grip stuff. I
Well,
feel like.
okay, so we had an idea. It got out once, and we found it like 2 feet away.
Yeah,
because one of the kids was like, "Dad, the turtle's gone." We're like, "Oh, okay, fine." So I got it, put it back in without even thinking at all. It got out once.
Right.
We waited an hour. It ran away.
Yeah.
A turtle.
It crawled away.
Yeah,
It ran
left.
away.
Actually-
It left our home.
Actually, years ago, I think those small, you know, so like the tortoise obviously doesn't, you know, the turtle like a painted turtle, you know, that you have to have like an aquatic setting for them, or a
Peanut
tortoise
turtle?
or a tortoise. They, you know, they're dry climbing, or they don't hang out in water or anything. But I think there was a case
Is that
where
the difference between a tortoise and a turtle?
yeah, the turtle, like the painted turtle you see like sunbathing on a rock, but they're very amphibious.
So
you know,
a turtle likes water,
and a tortoise does not. Yeah, tortoise is dry land. Yeah,
Do you realize 59 years of life, and I didn't know that was the simple, easy to understand
You might want to
difference.
do a quick fact check on that. I don't know about that.
well, I just figured a way to roll up my car window today too, so I just found that after several months. You know.
You want to share with everybody
Yeah.
what you figured out, Ted?
Yeah. So
Go
here's
ahead.
what happened. So
Dummy.
my car. an '08 Honda Fit. God bless it, with 211,000 miles. So obviously it's an older car. So
obviously,
a few months ago, I had trouble. So all the windows work, electronic windows, but like the passenger window, like I could roll it down, but I couldn't roll it back up. So finally, I was able to get it back up using the the little clicker on the driver's side, which I'm at, and I would just keep it up, and I would never roll it down again, just to make sure. But then by accident, once in a while, you get in the habit of just you think you can roll down the window. So I did that today, but this time I couldn't get the window back up. So I'm driving, and it's obviously down enough where you could put your whole arm in there or something. Now I have to empty out my car. The rain's going to get in here, and then I finally
No. You said, and I quote, "The window was open, and anybody could reach in and take anything."
Yeah.
Out of a 2006 Honda Fit with 200,000+ miles on it that has nothing but a shitbox collection
I
of
had my
lefty
golf
clubs.
golf clubs in there.
People, you know what? This is what I told Scott. I said, if people looked in there and the window was open and saw your shitty golf clubs and the state of your car, they'd probably throw money in there because they thought you were homeless and living in there.
Here, buy a steak.
Anyway, so while I was trying to problem solve this, how I'm going to empty out my
get
car.
yourself some vegetables and a place to live. This car is no good.
So while I was problem solving, I had an epiphany. I actually reached over to the passenger side, which I never sit in, and actually used a little clicker for the window there, and it rolled up immediately. And I'm like, duh. The answer was like 2 feet away from me the whole time.
Now you're
Genius.
off the hook, buddy.
Yeah.
You're set.
So that car's going to last me another 3 years now.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Honda.
The
Honestly,
window switch works on both sides. Well, evidently not on your driver's side, your master side. That doesn't push it back up. And so you were like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Oh wait, this one over here actually works it too.
I just totally forgot about it because it sort of blends in. It's like black colored, and it kind of blends in with the.
What?
So you
no, come on, that makes no sense.
You're saying it was camouflaged?
It was camouflage, yeah. And I'm just thinking,
hiding in plain sight.
I'm trying to pull the window up manually, and then
Ted,
I'm like, what is this
your
button
car
for?
has a specific set of things that
I'm
it can
waiting.
do.
I'm waiting for the police to pull you over because you've got more than 50% of your windshield covered by city stickers.
Yeah.
They're just up and down, up and
Yeah.
down, up and down. And I'm like, how's he fucking see out, man? You can't
Did you
see
see
to
how
the
dirty
right.
his windshield is?
Let's not get into it. It's poor Ted.
And Scott, once again, that's the easy definition of a tortoise and a turtle. Yeah. Turtle water, tortoise land. Yep. Ted's right. Ted is right 99% of the time.
Did you do a fact check on it?
Did a quick fact check
No
on it.
shit.
And but going back to snakes, so the expression with so there's a coral snake and there's the corn snake. So the coral snake is the poisonous one, and it's so it's red next to yellow, kill a fellow, red next to black, friend to Jack. So that's how you can tell the difference because the corn snake, the non-poisonous one, looks like the coral snake because it's camouflage.
Hold on. We say it again. I want to write that down.
He's not writing it down.
And if you can tell,
I'll bring you one. I'll put one in each hand, and whichever one, the one that bites you that doesn't kill you, that's the one that's not
Hey,
poisonous.
Ted,
Oh, my
Scott
God.
wouldn't know because he's running away.
Yeah, I'm plenty far from any snake at all. I see it. I go the other way.
I'll leave it in your bed.
God, what color was it?
Hold on. Let me text Ted. I see a yellow and black snake. I'm not sure what I should do here.
Ted, I just took a picture of the one that bit me.
Wrap it around your neck.
All right, we got to do your goddamn tip here.
Oh, Jesus
we got
Christ.
a sponsor. Oh, here we go. Are you tired of never having a ball of shit to throw at someone when you really need it? Lousy driver, line cutter, or a crying baby? Those problems are a thing of the past. Carl's shitballs are available in 4 sizes and a variety of kinds. Want to throw dog shit at the guy who lets his dog crap on your lawn? You got it. Want to throw elephant shit at the woman who took the last chocolate babka? No problem. At Carl's Shitballs, you get what you want in the size that you want when you want it. And Carl's now offers the Jumbo Variety Pack. You can buy once a year and have all the shit you need for any occasion. Call 1-800-SHIT-NOW or go to carlsshitballs.com and you'll never be up shit creek without a paddle.
Do those come like prepackaged so that like you can handle them without getting it on your hands?
Yeah.
And then you just...
So it's got a thin film on them. I had to look it up. It's got a thin film on it. So when you throw it, when it hits, then that thin film in your hand, it's fine. When it hits, it explodes.
Like a water
It shits
balloon.
everywhere.
Like a water balloon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
And you could set it on fire too, and then shoot it out of a cannon, right? Little
might
bazooka.
want to keep a couple of those...
Teddy, I did not see that, but I'm sure if you just dipped it in some gasoline
Just
and
make it a
lit it and
Molotov
through
cocktail.
Yeah.
couple of
It's gonna be all right,
those
yeah.
in the passenger
Molotov
seat of your car.
Shit tail.
Just throw them at idiot drivers all day. I'd need at least a 6-pack.
Yep. That honestly, for me, it'd be lousy drivers and crying babies.
Yeah.
Those would be the two that I'd love to throw.
So one of the feel good
You
stories.
throw it at the crying baby or the
Yes.
crying baby's parents?
at the crying baby and make it stop.
I
Just
see.
use the small ones. They got multiple sizes.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so there's nothing to worry
that makes
about.
sense. I get that.
All right.
Or people take up multiple parking spots, with their fancy
Well,
car,
I-
handicap spaces. They're
I
not
do that
handicapped.
once in a while.
Okay.
I do that once in a
Oh,
while.
okay.
I just, you know what?
Yeah, Matt does that all the time. Yeah, his car would be shit
I'm
covered.
telling you, when I see people just swing the door open and smash, and it's weird because I thought it was always like a person with a shitty car, but I think it's just obtuse morons who just slam their car doors open and smash it into the car next to them.
And they're just unaware. They're
Completely
they're
unaware. They don't even give a shit.
They're not doing it malicious. They're just fucking stupid.
They're just
It's amazing. I've seen
stupid
it.
as shit.
It's usually some woman that's older and throws it open. I've seen it. I mean, I saw one time at the Jewel, some woman was trying to park into a spot and just crunched the car, looked at it, backed up, and drove away.
Yeah.
She didn't even fucking think twice about it. And I was like, holy fuck. I wanted to write down the license plate and stick it on the freaking car.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
You should have done that.
I should have, but I didn't.
I was driving by Harlem Irving Plaza the other day, so I just happened. Actually, I was walking, and so I was walking past the Walgreens parking lot.
That's a big difference.
Yeah,
right there.
I'm sorry, I was walking.
You said-
Yeah,
you
He's
said
not
driving.
sure.
No,
He's
no,
not
no,
sure
the
if he's
reason-
driving
no,
or
He
walking.
was there though.
I was
It
there. Yeah,
the Harlem Irving
I'm not
Plaza,
I'm not
and
trying
it
to
was a
establish. I'm not
Walgreens
trying to
or
establish an
CVS.
alibi. I'm not trying to establish an alibi. Yeah, but it's the Walgreens right across the street from Harlem Irving Plaza.
518
Yeah.
on August 4th.
So it's funny.
So
There's
I couldn't have burned
this
that
older
house down.
woman. I'm sure here's a nice older woman, looks like in her 70s. Obviously, there's tons of parking there, but she chooses to park she squeezes her car in between, just two in the most awkward spot. Of course, she's crooked, and she opens the door. It opens like a crack, and she
Right.
can barely get out. She could have just gone down two more slots and just had
Inconvenient.
yeah.
Too much walking.
Yeah.
Too much effort.
I
Yeah.
purposely park as far away. I don't mind
Same here.
walking.
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me at all.
I'm so far away anywhere I go.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's the gym, it's the store,
Yep.
whatever. I park as far away as I can.
And you know what? It's actually beneficial too, because when the closer you park, there's always cars coming backing, pulling in. So it's actually better to park further away, just for logistically.
Yeah.
Because when you're backing up, there's always somebody right there if you park too close to the store, even if it's legal. So you're better
I
off
don't
just
care
parking.
if it's cold. I don't care if it's
Yeah.
raining.
No,
I
me
will
neither.
park far away.
I always do.
So that and I won't park where people walk by. Like when we're at the gym, there's kids and parents, basketballs, and crap flying all over the place, and strollers and stuff. So if you're even parking where somebody's going to walk through, I've seen people, I'm just like, wow. Okay, so you parked at the end of a sidewalk, and they're going to walk from the sidewalk into there. Every single kid in the world, and I see them dragging their bags and smashing.
Not paying
into stuff.
attention.
Yeah.
They're throwing the frisbee or whatever they're freaking doing.
Through the goddamn kids and their goddamn frisbees.
Get off my lawn!
I'm going to keep that frisbee and I'm going to stick it up your ass, you little punk. And then when his dad comes, just like, yeah, I don't remember saying that. I don't honestly. I wanted to give it back to him, and they ran off. I was going to have some candy.
They were
Gonna give
afraid
them
to
lemonade.
approach me.
Yeah. I really think it's on them. I really do. All right, Teddy, we got to get to your tip.
Alrighty. I thought about this for about 35 seconds, so I'm ready to go.
Well, I sent this several days ago, so you have
I
zero.
saw it. I
You
saw
have
it, yeah.
0.0 excuse. But okay, here we go. Ted, I need your help. I like this one. I got wrangled into playing golf with my father-in-law and his two friends on Sunday mornings. Oh, man. Nightmare. One of their regulars can't play. It was supposed to be 3 or 4 weeks, but they told me last week it'll be another month or 2. Problem is, I hate it. I'm okay. Never claimed to be better. My father-in-law is a real asshole on the golf course.
kind of funny.
When I'm his partner, he's a dick. When I'm not, he's a total dick.
Sounds like somebody we know.
Yeah,
A lot of
I
people- a lot of
want
people we know.
out. I told my wife, and she says she knows how her father is, and all I need is a good excuse to get out. I can't use work. He knows I don't work on the weekends. I can't say I'm injured. We see them every once in a while. Please get me the hell out of this nightmare. Lance, 31, Des Moines, Iowa. You ready? It's last minute, but the Iowa State Fair starts next week. This is a little late. I think the fair might be over. Sorry, I got this a little late. Chicago isn't far from Des Moines. If you fix my problem, oh man, this is a big offer. You get all the drinks and food. You get all the drinks and food on a stick you can eat. That's a promise.
Corn dog.
How many corn? Could I just make Lance just? One more corn dog right now.
More cow belly, more corn dog. Yeah.
Ted just saved your life. If
Food on a stick.
Food
It's
on a
fucking
stick,
awesome,
yeah.
man.
So
everything tastes good.
yeah,
on a
like
stick.
I said, unfortunately, I think the fair. I got to this one a little late. I think the fair ended like last week or I think they're
I think it
that's
ends
cool.
this week because our friend Mark is doing a trip and he's hitting the last of the Iowa State Fair. Then he's going to the Minnesota.
So maybe
State
it ends
Fair.
this Sunday. Yeah, maybe it's this Saturday.
Man, how many fairs does this guy go to?
He goes to a lot.
He goes to a lot of fairs.
Was he just at a Minnesota fair? Oh, last year he went to the Minnesota.
That's when
Yes,
he's.
and now he's going to this year.
Okay, yeah.
He says the Minnesota State Fair is the best of all state fairs.
Yeah. He enjoyed the hell out of it.
As
I
a
know that.
state fair aficionado.
Evidently.
Yeah.
It's the state fair of state fairs.
Oops.
Oh, is that for me?
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's the State Fair Commission. You know what? It's AI. They listen to everything. Oh my God. They listen to everything. So yeah.
Do I have to?
Thank you for mentioning the
do you want me to scare you? So
Iowa
stop the
State
hiccups?
Fair. No, it was more like a burp thing. But Ted, can you save Lance and get him out of playing golf with his asshole? With his dick father-in-law.
Is a dick worse than an asshole? I don't know.
Well, it said his father. Where was it? His father-in-law is a real asshole on the golf course and a dick. So he is a dick and an asshole.
Right. Okay.
All right, get him out.
Yeah. Well, I guess the good news is if you had to play with them for the entirety of the duration.
Scott,
of,
we ain't getting any free shit, and there's gonna be no food on a stick for us. There's gonna be no free drinks in Iowa.
So
for
at least,
us.
I have a feeling this one's not gonna
at least
get
worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, it's 1 to 2 months, which obviously means at least 4 to 8 times. If you're playing once a week on Sundays, that's the worst case. At least there's a finish line. At least it's not in perpetuity, where it's like, hey, this is a whole season and you're in forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
They've already they offered a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Now they extended it. What if it extends even further out?
Okay, here's what you're going to do. So I guess there's a couple of things. You can obviously get out of it a couple of times here and there by just simply saying, hey, I had car. I'm assuming he's not picking you up. So if you were driving your own car, you could just say, I had car trouble. I can't make today. So at least you're buying yourself some time. So you're not going to get out of it entirely, but you're at least getting out of it here and there.
Car trouble.
Yeah, car
Okay,
trouble.
here's the problem though.
Yeah.
I'm guessing him and his wife both have a car.
But is
So-
the wife going to rat him out?
No. She seems like she wants
She's
to
on
help
board,
him.
yeah.
But if he says he's got car trouble, isn't the first thing the father-in-law is going to say, you can't use your wife's goddamn car? You can't use my daughter's car?
Well, just say she wasn't at the time. Just say she wasn't available. Because obviously, assuming the guy's not picking him up to drive him to the course. At least
so she was out. I couldn't. The car was messed up.
Yeah, I texted
okay,
you.
so that's one time.
That's one time. Okay, you're just buying yourself. At least you reduced your FaceTime with your father-in-law there. Second thing is that you could just play. Like he mentioned that he's not a very good golfer, right? Is that what I heard? Or he didn't. Or did he say?
He said. What did he say? He said, my father. I'm okay. I've never claimed to be better.
Okay, so maybe purposely play like so bad and so terrible that it would just actually you almost want to outdick the dick, but do it in like a
So play
subversive
so
way.
bad that nobody wants to be your partner.
You just don't want
They
to be.
want you
You're
around.
hitting the ball sideways because they're playing matches. You're non-competitive. You're going to shank stuff. You're going to duff it. You're going to swing over the top of it, and then you could just take forever. Just take like forever to line up your putt. Just do what like almost an amateur golfer does when they show up. Just like forget your club. Just do everything to like prolong it where that you make them miserable. You make them miserable.
Okay.
And,
you know
and,
what?
and then acting through is like, hey guys, I really like playing with you. I really hope we could do this again. Where they just say, you know what, we got to get rid of this guy.
So he needs to go. He needs to tank.
Yeah, he needs to tank hard and have some cheating. Have some over, like say they're playing teams. Like say he gets an 8 on a hole. Say, hey guys, I had a 5. Just be completely shameless about it. And like what? And then if they call you out, just say, what are you talking about? Oh, don't count that, Danny.
Don't count that,
Don't count that, Danny.
Okay, Teddy. I didn't think this was solvable, but honestly, Lance, I think Ted just hit a home run here. Or, got an eagle or an albatross.
I didn't actually envision this angle. I had a couple other ideas, but this one seems to be the best.
And then the other one, and couple that with just showing up late. Like show up like late to the first tee. Just say, hey guys, I'm running late, and just be like chronically late. Where it's like, hey, I'll join you guys on the second or third hole. So you're unreliable, and when you get there, you're just a complete bumblefuck that just ruins it for
You're
everybody.
fucking everything up,
Yeah.
and
You're the cooler.
You are just
You are
over the top.
You are William
Yeah,
H. Macy.
just
You
over
are
the
the
top.
cooler.
be a shaver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be late.
Oh my God.
And not know what the fuck you're talking about.
Take forever.
Take
That's
forever.
I mean,
hey guys, I gotta
honestly,
go look for this ball. I know there's 3 groups backed up, and they're really pissed at us, So and start,
that would drive.
Yeah.
I would say that if he's 30, his father-in-law's got to be in his 50s.
Yeah.
Like probably
Maybe
not far off of our age,
Yeah,
right? A little bit younger.
late 50s, yeah.
And they're probably like we are. We like to play fast.
It's your
right?
regiment. You have a
So
routine.
You
have a
make yourself.
You take them out of their routine. You take them out of their regimented routine. Because old people like routine. They like certainty. And when you take them out of a routine, they get very discombobulated, and it's very unsettling to them.
Lance, we will be there this time next year. mid August, and you are going to give us I'm going to try every food on a stick and every kind of beer, even the ones I don't like. I'm going to
just
try.
on principle alone.
Yeah, I
Ted.
think, yeah. Or just, I'd like to not be in there. That's the showing up late. That's the quickest way. Guys, sorry, Sundays are tough for me. I got the kids. I got this. I got that. I'll do the best I can be there, but I'll catch up on the third or fourth hole. That will fuck you.
Just be completely aloof.
Because
just be
anytime
aloof,
you're playing a game, that fucks it up.
Oh, all the
But
gambling,
also,
everything else.
Yeah, but also playing and I don't even playing bad. Yes, obviously play a little bit worse, but really just slow everything down, and then once do on top of that, add a little cheating to it.
Yes,
and you are. I mean, there's no one who plays regular golf wants to play slow or play with a cheater.
150 fucking.
And you're gonna be all of the above. All of the above, baby.
There's the old saying: you can play bad, you just can't play slow. Oh. That's the golden rule.
And the key is getting them to get rid of Lance.
Yeah.
Where they're like, yeah, listen, we said a couple of months, but yeah, don't worry, he's back. And then and Lance is gonna be Lance do this, but man, it was just so leisurely and relaxing. Taking a swing every 15 minutes.
And then what you do when the round's over and you put him through hell, you just say, hey guys, I can't wait to be back here next week.
Yes.
It's great playing with you.
Yeah,
it's gonna be awesome. Yeah.
I hope I shoot another 74.
I hope
on the front nine.
I hope I can get a permanent tee time with you guys. That would be the best.
That would be, you know what? You play as bad as possible, hitting the ball out of bounds and 3 and 4 putting and all this stuff, and then just constantly.
No.
Lance,
I got a 4.
Lance,
I got a par.
you can quit at 14 strokes. You can quit at 8. You can max out at 8. I'm like, and Lance goes, no, I don't believe. I finished the hole.
Yeah,
So
I got a
19,
handicap,
yeah.
man. I got to finish.
Yeah.
And
Sorry, man.
maybe mix in a couple of overserved drunken episodes where you're just hammered and and then you're just like and you're obnoxious, and then they're just like, dude, get rid of your son-in-law.
Take an edible.
He's got to go.
Yeah, you know what? Show up with a bottle, right? Show up with a side bottle, and then make sure when the cart girl comes around, you let her know that you find her attractive. Yeah, right in front of your father-in-law. Yeah, the cart girl's got an ass on her, huh? Huh, Chuck? Not like your daughter. Yeah, this one, she got a nice round ass. That's what I like.
Oh my God, that
you guys want shots?
Hey, that's
shots.
That's the mistress I wanted right there. Oh, I didn't say that. That was my inside voice. Sorry. Sorry.
But
Dad.
there will be. You know what? Maybe that's not a good idea because there will be a limit because you're still married. You're still married to his daughter.
You don't want to mess that part up.
Don't do that part. But showing up drunk is fine. Maybe don't sexualize the cart girl.
You don't have to be drunk. Just like I said,
that's not a good idea.
Yeah, don't do. Yeah, leave that part out. But just
I like to take it to the extreme.
Just sabotage.
Be late, be slow, and cheat. You'll be done in 3 weeks.
Yeah, they'll get rid of you. Make them get rid of you.
They'll give you a second chance. After the second chance, they're talking about how they're going to replace you. If they bring you back a third time, I'll be shocked.
And then you know what?
I would be too.
Just get progressively worse each time, like where it becomes almost insufferable. Like you want to be insufferable to them, where it's like we just can't.
And then the father-in-law has a heart to heart. Dude, what's his name? Lance, come on, man. What are you doing? You can't do this. You can't do that. Okay. And then the next week, you do it again.
Dad, I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying
to. You know what helps? And this is from guys that we know play. Start throwing some clubs and really letting the swear words go. I mean, make sure that every person who lives around that golf course and is on that golf course knows that you're there by swearing as loud as humanly possible.
And then, here's a good thing. Maybe you have an old set of clubs that you don't care for. So bring in a couple irons from that set, and then make sure you break them publicly in front of everybody. Like snap it over like a
throw it
tree.
in the water.
Yeah.
Snap
this
it.
game. Damn it.
Yep. And by the way, not fuck this game.
Yeah.
Full level volume.
Yeah.
So everyone knows you want this game.
Now we know some people who can drop the F-bombs with the best of them. So if you need some consultants, we know people that we can get.
We can hook you up. We can hook you up with a Marquette and Usher. Yeah, we can get you all the best guys. And a Stanton, Marquette, Usher, and Stanton cover cheating, throwing, and swearing right there.
And then as the chair on the top. Offer to drive the cart and then just be a maniac driving really fast, stopping,
slamming on the brakes,
driving up to the edge of the green.
Yeah.
Because just in case you might like flip the car, you don't want to hurt your father-in-law.
But just be a jag-off about it. Drive past their goal. Oh yeah.
Speaking of
play past them. Yeah, play past them exactly.
Yeah. So. Listen, Lance, you got this.
You
got this. And I didn't think this was doable without you.
I had like fake an injury, have shitty clubs. I know, but there's ways around that. But this is Ted. You're brilliant.
Yeah,
I'll give you this one.
It's hard to say that sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, and he didn't come up with 3 different versions. Nope. It was just one. And if you follow that playbook, you're out of the trick bag.
Yeah.
And hey, I figured out a way to roll up my window, so I win.
Yeah.
I win.
It's been a big day for you, Ted.
Big day.
Ted solves so many.
I dressed
important
myself
problems.
too.
Did you really?
Yeah, it's obvious, Ted.
Yeah,
You're wearing sweatpants.
Yeah, we can tell.
We can definitely tell. All right, Teddy, you probably remember as well as Scott because he wasn't on the show when we did this. But do you remember we had a show about cow pie tossing?
Yeah.
There was Wisconsin, I believe.
Yeah,
it was
vaguely,
in Wisconsin.
a while back, yeah.
It's cow pies, right? That's what they call it. Cow pie.
Yeah. So it's like
And there's
the dung,
championship, how far you can throw
the dung of cows.
a cow pie.
Yeah.
So a cow pie, does it come out of the cow like tight so you can actually throw it, or is it?
Well,
does it dry and then it turns into a
gets
cow
kinda,
pie?
Yeah, they bring it out, they dry it. It's and you can't bring your own cow shit. They have cow shit that they get for months ahead of time.
I see.
So that you can find the right piece and throw it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds really fun.
Scott, do you have a good arm?
I do.
Okay. I found a tossing championship that is slightly less gross. Okay. See if you guys would want to do this one. It's a long trip, but I think we could win the World Black Pudding Championships.
Black pudding?
Black pudding.
What's that about?
How do you throw pudding?
So you're probably saying to yourself, as well as most of our listeners who aren't in the greater European area, what is black pudding and who the fuck would be throwing it? Well, black pudding is basically blood sausage made from pig blood and fat. And the people in the village of Ramsbottom in Bury, England, throw this at, what do they throw it at?
Target?
They knock off Yorkshire puddings. So they put, you ever see it's like a Yorkshire pudding is kind of like, I'm trying to think, it's kind of like a big empty cake. Think about like a white cake. Mm-hmm. Okay. But it's kind of just like, I don't know, man. Just picture a cake type thing.
I got a cake in my mind.
They put like a small cake on a ledge, and then you take these sausages. These are real things. Pig made from pig blood and pig fat.
Oh my God.
And they try to knock off as many Yorkshire puddings off of a ledge. That is the contest.
Interesting.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like a carnival game.
It does.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? I'm guessing that back in Ramsbottom in Bury, England, a few hundred years ago, because this has literally been going on for a long time. Okay,
It's like a local tradition or something.
It's pretty cool. Yeah,
that's what they had. They had sausages,
Yeah,
maybe
cool.
extra sausages, or maybe bad sausages, and they had these Yorkshire puddings, which I want to say it's hard to describe, but yeah, like a little white cake, like a little
Well, it's
lemon
like
cake,
at the
but
carnival
shitty.
game where you've got the clown on the shelf and you're
Yeah.
trying to knock it
Right.
over.
Yes, the same thing except using actual sausage.
Right.
So
okay.
when's the last time you won? Have you ever won a big prize at a carnival?
I have a few times, yeah.
Yeah.
But
So-
it was like tossing a ring on a milk bottle.
So that's what I
You've
did.
won that?
Yeah.
I have never gotten that in my life.
So another lifetime ago, with my now wife, I was at Great America. Okay, and so there's that little there's a little little game section there. Obviously, I have no intention of playing, and she's like, "Why don't you just play?" And it's the same thing, like this tiny little ring. I got it onto the bottle, which I wasn't even trying to win, and then I win this like 5-foot Pink Panther.
Right.
So I'm schlepping this thing around. It's like hot outside.
did
I'm
the
like,
same thing.
and I don't.
And then you can't fit it in your car.
No, I don't want this thing. So
Yeah.
so I basically have to leave the park to stuff it in my car, which barely fits in there. And then so it ended up at my brother-in-law's house in Michigan, where it stayed for like 20 years until it just disappeared. Because every time we'd go visit, which we haven't done for a long time. But yeah, so like that thing was there for years. But I had no intention of, and I didn't even want to win it. I just played to just placate my
Same thing.
wife,
We won the exact same way. Like it ricocheted off the bottles
Yeah.
and then went up in the air and somehow miraculously landed on the net.
yeah, mine was a white polar bear. And I
Nice.
think Savannah, we gave it to Savannah, and I think she still has it.
No kidding.
Yeah,
cool.
but giant white polar bear. We schlepped it around for a while, and finally, I had to go out to the, parking lot where, and you're parked. Whenever you go to Great
Of course,
America,
yeah, you're parked as furthest-
I don't know who gets to park in the front, but I get to park in the back.
Yeah, as far away as
and,
possible.
and it's probably 550 degrees.
Of course.
And I've got to take this stupid thing that
Yeah.
I've carried around now, and you ask
And it's furry, so
Yeah.
it's hot. You got it leaning up against you, so it's already at 90 degrees
and
outside.
you ask
Every
if
time
you
you get
can-
on a ride,
Yeah.
yep, and you're like, "Can you hold this?" And you're like, "No." And you say, "Well, I'm going to fucking put it here. If it's here when I get back, I don't give a shit." I encourage someone to take it, but you know what? It's always there when you come
Yeah.
back.
Well, and you ask the game, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. We're here till 6. Can I just leave it here and pick it up on my way out? And they're like,
Nope.
nope. Because they want you to walk around with it. So it's a walking advertisement for the game.
Yep.
Yeah,
People
I
win.
didn't think about that.
They
Yeah.
want you to. They want to see that. They want people to see that you won.
That there is a winner.
Yep. There is a winner.
Which
yeah.
is funny because carnival games in general are rigged. Like, for example, like the basketball hoop, because I always wanted to try the basketball hoop.
Yeah.
I guess it's like a super tight rim. So unless you switch the ball, which is like impossible.
I think it's like 1 inch wider than the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, if it hits anything, it goes brrr, and it just bounces out. It's like impossible to win. And I was always wondering, how do you even win like the grand prize? Like you'd have to be like superhuman. You'd
A
have
lot
to,
of them you have to win like 2 or 3 times. Like you have to
Yes.
trade like
You have
3
to
smaller
trade
prizes.
You
up.
would literally
Yep.
have to splice the human genome and solve world hunger and peace to win one of the biggest carnival prize. I'm like,
I mean, most of the people that do that get this. If you love me, you'll win one for me. Yeah.
that's called your ex-wife.
Yeah. And you're just like, whatever. Okay. Now, here's the thing with those carnival games. No one was protesting them.
And
Yes.
the sausage game is getting protested?
Yes.
Oh,
Who do
boy.
you think is protesting throwing?
PETA.
PETA?
Correct.
Yeah,
PETA wants the folks at Ramsbottom to throw something else at the puddings, more ethical and vegans. They say it's wrong that the pigs suffer for this game. So they came up with, like 2 or 3 years ago, they came up with a vegan alternative sausage.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
guess what? No one uses it.
Yeah.
Well,
Absolutely no one. I guess maybe out of spite or out of tradition, but no
they're
one
not, they're
throws
not
the
killing
vegan
the
alternative.
the pigs for the game. It's pig leftover shit. I
Right,
mean, that's,
right.
come on.
Well, don't plants have feelings too? So we could just make the argument that they're a living organism, so you can't use anything, right? Why don't you just
Dude, don't get
put
me
together like a
started.
yarn ball?
Yeah.
Do not get me started on that. But yes, they are. Again, I don't want, just like that kid from 2 weeks ago, proving that plants have feelings. I don't want my food to have feelings. I don't want
I know.
my plants to have feelings. I just
Right.
want to eat.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
right.
And unfortunately, I'm on the top of the food chain until there's dinosaurs out there. Okay. And then they can think about it like, oh, I don't want to eat a Matt. He really cries like a bitch when you do that. Yeah.
He's a little skinny and bony.
Well, you just want to just spit it out. Like I think there's some animals that are like so gross. Like if you eat them, like the animal who ate them actually spits them out because their body chemistry.
Yeah, there's
Makes them unpalatable,
Some,
yeah.
like reptiles and shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But the animals, I think the animals that try to eat them know that.
Yeah.
Right. That they have. I think they have a good idea. Like it's kind of, aren't there like butterflies? There's like one kind of butterfly that's really doesn't taste good or something, and then there's one that looks almost just like that.
Well, yeah,
and that's its
Well, that's
defense mechanism.
That's like the coral snake versus the corn snake. The corn snake's the non-poisonous, but it looks like the dangerous one, so animals keep away from it. So, or people do. I don't know.
All right, so I'm going to bring you guys down. You guys know I put my dog down today.
Yeah,
I
condolences.
did not
yeah.
know that.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you
condolences.
knew that. I
Yeah.
thought I told you
Yeah,
yesterday.
condolences.
Oh.
How old was that sweet dog?
15
Yeah,
years.
which is its life. That was basically the end of her life cycle. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. so.
I'm
And it
surprised
is-
we're carrying on with the show, and I'm not joking. I mean,
No,
that
yeah.
is
it was as bad as it sounds.
yeah. That
There was
I've
no
done
doubt
it. I've
about
done it twice.
Yeah.
I've
And
done it
it's-
twice now,
it's-
and
Yeah,
it is as bad as
it's
it sounds.
awful. I'm sorry to hear that. Seriously.
Yeah.
Oh no, I appreciate it. But there's 2 things that hit me about the whole thing. Okay, so when we did it from my dad's dog and my dog, a woman comes to your house and does the whole thing.
Okay, so you had someone come to the house versus going to the vet.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in your house.
I know, I
Everything's
get it,
there,
whatever,
right?
yeah.
Well, it doesn't make sense. The dog's like living in your house for your entire life, and it makes sense.
Yeah.
And obviously, you're going to make the dog as comfortable as possible. Like, I think if you just say crate the dog, this poor animal, and you have to take it to the vet. Now it's in a foreign environment that it's never seen before. So so I think that at least
It's anxious.
Yeah,
And
but
dogs are like people. Nobody likes the hospital.
Yeah,
Nobody
Yeah,
likes
and,
it.
it knows.
and they know
Animals-
when they go
animals
there.
know.
It's not fun.
Yeah, they know
because
something's
something
changed.
bad. Every time they go to the vet, something bad happens.
Yeah, they get
poked,
stuck, yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
good she was
right.
in the comfort of her own home at least. So
Right.
that's good.
I would agree.
So here's the thing, okay? And again, this woman, phenomenal. She was absolutely phenomenal. She was the same person. I don't know how I lucked into this, who did the same thing to my dog.
No
dad's dog.
kidding?
Yeah. I don't
Really?
know how I ended up with the same company. Just absolute dumb fucking luck, okay? But here's what I started thinking. This woman's job every day, okay? So you wake up, you go to work. Ted, you wake up, you go to work. I wake up, I masturbate, and go to the gym sometimes, okay? But every day this woman wakes up, she's going to someone's house and killing their pet.
Well, she's not killing it. She's basically
No, she's killing it.
She's
Yeah,
killing
of course,
it.
yeah,
Ted,
but
there is no basically, there's nothing to it. She sedates it, and then she kills it. Okay,
What's the...
every fucking day of her life. That is her job. She has to sit through the misery, and I will tell you this: the four of us were crying like fucking babies the entire time.
Hell yeah.
We were crying hours before.
Yeah.
We were crying an hour after.
Well, that's true.
But she has to sit through this misery.
It's worse than losing a person.
Every single day.
Yes.
It's not. I'm not talking about my feelings.
Yeah.
She has to be part of this misery every day for her job. Here's what I don't get. There is no way in my life I could do that job.
I know. I couldn't even work for a dog shelter.
Yeah.
You know, seeing those dogs in cages and knowing that half of them aren't going to freaking get out of that cage. I just, that's not, I couldn't deal with that.
For a second after she left, and it really hit me, I kind of thought, what kind of person is she that she can compartmentalize this so simply that if she did this 4 times a day, 5 days a week, for cats, I mean, cats would probably be fun, but dogs and birds and whatever else she's killing, she is literally the harbinger of doom. How does she do it?
Well, like I said, it's compartmentalization. Where, like, picture like being a homicide detective. You're not killing anybody, but I mean, you're seeing the most horrible things.
Very different.
And then you have to come home. And act like normal.
Totally, I would say totally.
When you just see like, decomposing bodies, decapitated people, murder scenes. The most horrific stuff.
I mean, that's one thing.
Yeah.
I would say
to actively, but
to actively, like, let's just say today. I mean, and she makes a nice chunk of change.
I'm sure she does. Very specialized.
But
does she take the dog with her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in her car. It looked like it was her personal vehicle.
So it throws the dog in the trunk and then gets it incinerated or something like that. They don't bury them. They just
cremate them.
Yeah.
I mean, does it put it in like a special cage or something, or like a blanket, like how?
In a cage, it's dead.
Yeah.
It doesn't need a cage.
Probably
It's
a
not gonna
box.
run away.
How big
it
is
goes
it?
on a stretcher and it's wrapped up.
Okay.
Yeah, dog's wrapped
But does she explain to you, like, hey, here's the process, here's what's going to happen? Does she like? But I know she's
amazing.
Yeah.
She's amazing, and she's super calm.
Yeah.
And
Well,
she
she has to
walks
be.
you
She
through
has to be,
everything.
yeah.
You know what? It's the beautiful thing about being human is you can rationalize anything. And she's rationalizing it because A, she's doing a service. B, she's euthanizing some animal that's obviously in pain or lived past its expiration date.
Yeah.
And so I agree with you that would be hard to do. And sometimes I'm sure she has moments of clarity where like, holy fuck, I've killed, 2,000.
Okay, but even on top of that, every group, maybe there's one person out of 100 that isn't bawling their eyes out, isn't devastated by what is happening.
Right.
And she has to sit there and, okay, this is what's going to happen next.
I wouldn't even watch
She's
it. I'd be
super
like,
calm.
I wouldn't even watch it.
But you have to.
Oh, you have?
Because, you don't have to necessarily. If you're not going to watch it, you'd probably just take the dog to the vet.
Right.
Because then you're just like, okay, that's done. And I know one of my friends said he just takes the dog to the vet.
I've done the 2 times I did. I took the dog to the vet. Everyone said goodbye, and it was over.
Yeah. Yeah,
and these are injections, right? There's nothing oral, right? Everything. It's like, so there's a sedative,
it's not oral or anal. It's just an injection.
So there's a sedative. So there's two. It's like
one puts them to sleep, and then one.
Okay, but it's very humane. And like I said,
it's extremely humane.
Yeah.
But it's not that, and it's not about my feelings. It's
Yeah.
about how she can kill something every single day.
I guess the rationalization would be, it's comforting to know that at least she's doing a service and she's putting a poor animal out of its misery. I mean, she's not killing like a puppy or like a dog that's in the prime of its life,
Well,
like on a Purina commercial, So
I will say this,
she's not killing Lassie.
Yeah, I will say this: when I set the appointment up, the woman did ask quite a few questions, and it's just, you're just crying, you're just bawling your eyes. It's almost impossible. You're an adult man.
Yep.
And now you're talking to someone, and you just wish they would shut the fuck up, make the appointment, and let you stop talking because you don't want to talk.
Yeah.
But she asks a whole bunch of questions, and it seemed like just to make sure, like, what's wrong with the dog? And if you're like, just kind of annoying. Yeah. We've had it for a couple of weeks, and
that's the thing.
It's not working out.
So I
barks a lot.
I was just thinking about that.
Fucking barking.
There has to be a criteria where she like a veterinarian, because my sister's a veterinarian.
I guess
My sister's actually a veterinarian.
I think she. You know what? I don't know if you have to be a veterinarian to be a murderer.
Okay.
Mass murderer.
To get those chemicals and to do that, I'm sure you have to have some
sort of
certification.
Some sort of training, for sure.
Yeah.
But so, and now here's the other thing that threw me off. I made the call on Sunday for the last...
Today's Tuesday. Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty... it was a good company. I got to be honest with you. It was a really good company. I think it's called Lap of Love. Mm-hmm. if you're in the Chicago area, anywhere in the Chicago area, and you need this done, people are great.
Yeah.
I mean, this woman, I think her name was Miranda. Mm-hmm. And again, she was here 2 years ago with my dad's dog. Mm-hmm. Just as pro as you could possibly be.
How long was it from when she knocked on your door to when she's walking out?
Probably about 20 minutes.
Wow.
Whoa, that's fast.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's.
I mean, there's not a lot of, you're not singing songs and doing eulogies, right?
No. I mean, that's all. She comes in. She kind of walks you through everything. Does it?
Everybody's said their goodbye.
Yeah.
Everybody's already bawling.
Oh my God! Just.
So you, Jackson, Savannah,
and Cheryl. Yeah.
Son-in-law?
No. He just got here.
Okay.
Yeah, but he came by a couple hours ago. My son's girlfriend came by beforehand from work. She drove from Aurora to here to give my son a treat. Something she made so
That's
that
nice.
it was really, really
cheer
nice.
him up. Yeah.
Here's the other thing though that got me. Since I made that call on Sunday, my social media is flooded with keepsake things for dogs.
Wow.
I mean, I can't go 3
You made the call on your cell phone.
on my cell phone.
Yep.
I made the call on my cell phone, and my Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
Everything.
Yeah.
My emails. You know that bullshit advertising you get in your email where you think it's an email, but it's some kind of bullshit advertising? That's got that stuff. The advertising on the side of my email.
Yeah, that's
and my
retargeting.
internet,
Yeah.
is that. And it has been constant since the second I made that call.
That's fucking crazy.
I honestly am thinking right now we're a lot closer to like the Matrix.
Oh.
I think.
Oh, yeah.
Than we really, really want to believe.
Yeah.
So what's funny?
That's really freaky.
You know what's funny?
I'm telling you, man, it was bizarre.
And we were talking last week at the bar, and you were talking about the Muppets special with the
fluff something. Yeah.
Fluff fiction.
Fluff fiction.
Yeah. And you like purposely talked into my phone and said, Scott, I start getting fucking ads and stuff about the Muppets and just crazy animatronic stuff.
So it's weird how like you just don't remember certain things. Sometimes I don't remember where I parked my car, but I think a couple of years ago I was just randomly driving through a neighborhood and I just happened to glance over at like a house for no particular reason, and I saw the people loading. They're helping their dog, who was a very elderly dog, and then the dog was shaking into their car, and obviously, in my mind, I knew they were probably taking it to get euthanized. But it was a very old dog, and they both had to like physically pick it up to put it into the back seat of their car, and that poor thing was I felt it actually got me pretty depressed actually just seeing that.
So what was the final? Because that dog's been on death's doorway for a while. What the
precipitating factor?
It was pretty ugly. So we went to my nephew's wedding, and we came back.
And you were gone for how long that day?
Like 7-8 hours.
Which is like the longest you've ever left her alone.
The longest we've left her alone in months.
Okay.
Months. And she came back, and she can't get up. She's basically laying in a pool of urine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, and she obviously had been there for hours. Ugh. She couldn't get up.
Right.
Just whining.
Right.
I mean, it was just
sad.
that was kind of
it's sad.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
And that was it. I was just like, come on.
And I'm sure this.
What are we doing to her?
And this Miranda lady, I'm sure she's a professional. She asks you questions like, "Hey, like, give me this. You tell me like how she's been in the last few days. Like she's
okay. So
not
she
eating.
did check again too.
Yeah.
She did check again too to make sure. Like, I'm like the dog's 15. It's suffering from old age stuff. So yeah, they're like again.
She knows all
they're
that
pretty
stuff,
thorough, so that you're not just spending a decent amount of money just to start whacking dogs like you're some kind of that's your thing.
What's happening? I'm getting a divorce, and we can't decide who's going to have the dog, so no one gets him.
Yeah. She wants the dog, and I said no. So I need you to kill this fucking thing in very quickly.
So actually, in a couple of in some nasty divorce settlements I've read, not they didn't kill the dog, but like I guess they fought so hard for the dog. Like I guess it was like the husband's dog, and the wife spent thousands of dollars with her divorce attorney to get the dog. So she got the dog, and then when she got it, she gave it up for adoption just to spite the ex-husband.
So that's we got a friend of ours who's kind of going through that.
Yeah,
is that right?
Yeah, our buddy. Yep,
and
he got the dog. He got the dog for his wife because she's kind of ill. And but really, he takes care of the dog, and she wasn't really taking care of it. And now it's a big fucking deal, and she wants that dog.
Yeah. And it's not about the dog; it's just about to stick it
of
to.
Course it's not about.
It's never about the dog.
It is
it's never about the item.
I'll tell you what.
You have to have a lot of animosity to do that.
If you don't know anybody who's gone through a really ugly divorce,
yeah,
and you've never heard the stories,
yeah,
it is the things that this guy is telling us, and we'll just leave it at that, right? It is just
It's gotten worse, huh?
yeah.
Wow,
just fucking brutal.
That's
just
terrible.
the anger involved.
Not on his part, on her part.
Yeah, on her part. And I would tell you that the person he's a far nicer person than I've ever been in my life. On my best day,
beautiful guy.
This guy is far nicer.
Oh yeah,
the nicest guy,
a better person, and just everything better.
But and he's a pretty good looking guy too.
Oh, I bang him,
and he's successful.
Oh, I thought you guys already did.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, but I think he's going through this shitstorm. But he's going to be better on the other side.
He will.
Well, you know what Willie Nelson said. You know what Willie Nelson once said. You know why divorce is expensive? Because it's worth it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure he didn't pull this on, but anyway, I'm sure he'll be fine.
Yeah. I think he just wants it to end.
Yeah,
I think
who
he just wants
doesn't?
it,
right? Just fucking get it over with. What do you want? Take it. Fine.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Oh, hello.
Oh man! All right, before we get to what's on your mind, and Ted, if you say it, I swear I'm going to fucking throw something at you. So just so you know, I love these doctors and scientists that do crazy things, and they have to. This is their job. If any of our listeners are suffering from an autoimmune condition that causes bald spots on your scalp, I have the answer. Onion juice. Onion juice. Okay. If you rub onion juice on your head, there's an 89% chance it will help this autoimmune condition and help you grow hair back on your head. And how do I know? Well, scientists for several years have studied different fruits and vegetable juices and rubbing them on, getting them. I don't know what they're rubbing them on. I have no idea what they're rubbing them on to get it. But they have been doing this for several years and have figured out that onion juice will help this particular condition. It's about 1/10 of the people in the world suffer from this. Okay. And again, my favorite part is this. Some scientist has to explain to people what his job is of finding juices to rub on people's heads for a disease that almost no one has so that they can grow hair.
Hey, he's getting a grant from somewhere and he's making a living. So
onion
God bless
juice.
him,
There's so many questions,
Teddy. That is not the point. The point is someone had to come through and go through all those different fruits and vegetables to find the thing that grows hair on their head. And that's your job. Okay? Hey, what do you do? I'm an astronaut. What do you do? I'm a car salesman. What do you do? Well, let me just go through this. And then you have to tell them that. I mean, at some point, halfway through that, you're just like, you're fucking with me right now, right? You're a car salesman too? Yeah.
Well, he basically is a used car salesman.
Yeah. It just seems seems like a crazy thing to have to say to people, right? Like you would almost make up a different job. What do you do? I'm a hitman.
Yeah. You don't want to explain it to people. And
What do you do? I kill puppies. Like just puppies. That's it. Puppies and kittens. That's what I do.
I make a good living at it too.
Yeah, and I'm wealthy. Very, very wealthy.
And I'm good at it.
How could you be bad? They're puppies and kittens.
No, I mean you're quick, you're productive, there's no pain. Those dogs, those kittens, they're gone.
I feel like if you're some kind of psycho who's killing puppies and kittens, the pain part isn't what you're.
I suppose. All
right, we need to do What's on Your Mind. What's on Your Mind is sponsored by the Kansas City, Missouri Visitors Bureau. If you're looking for a vacation spot off the beaten path, try KC. If you like sports, we have a baseball team and for a little while longer, a football team. If you're into giant shuttlecocks, the Nelson Atkins Museum has the largest collection of shuttlecocks in the world. And if you're into steamboats, and who isn't, you can visit the Arabia Steamboat Museum. And don't worry about your safety when you are in KC. Homicides are down 5%, non-fatal shootings are down 31%, and car thefts are down 32%. And while you do have a 1 in 65 chance of being in a violent crime in KC, we aren't even close to the top 10 anymore. Next time you're deciding where to go on your next family vacation, think about Kansas City, Missouri. It's a lot less expensive than the good places. All right.
It's a public service announcement for KC. I love it.
Hey, you know what? Every town has a visitors bureau.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Even Florida City, Florida. I mean, it was I think it was just rebuilt after it was burned down twice. But yeah, they even had
I was always
Burned
confused.
down twice.
I was confused because there's a Kansas City, Missouri, then there's Kansas City, Kansas.
Yes,
right?
this is Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah.
Kansas City, Kansas, shithole, never go there. This was paid for by the Kansas City, Missouri Visitors Bureau. Please don't get them mixed up. You could die.
Yeah.
could
It sounds
absolutely
like
die.
not a bad place to visit.
Okay, I'll walk Ted through this. But Scott, what's on your mind?
I got a lot on my mind these days, but it's most important right now is my race that I have this weekend. It's kind of taken over everything I'm doing, prepping and training, and I got this triathlon on Sunday, so I'm on my last round of training. I was in Michigan last week on vacation, trained every day pretty much then, and gotta really train for this stuff, otherwise it's no fun, and you really could get hurt.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
I'm rounding the final lap here and do my last workout tomorrow, and then take Thursday, Friday off. Saturday I go down and drop my bike and do everything, and then the race is Sunday morning. So I'm kind of really indulged in that right now.
Okay, so what time Sunday morning?
I haven't looked at my packet yet,
Roughly.
but traditionally we are in the water around 8 a.m. So but you got to get down there at like 5:30
And
in the morning.
where's this at?
So if we're going
It's downtown
watch,
Chicago, downtown, right at the lakefront, right by
Lakefront.
Buckingham Palace.
Oh, okay, right there. That's where you start.
Right,
Okay.
it's the start. Everything's right around that area,
Oh,
and then up
nice.
and down Lakeshore Drive.
Awesome.
Swimming in Lake Michigan,
Wow,
and then
okay.
the run is around the planetarium
Yeah,
and the Field
nice.
Museum and
That's
all
pretty
that
cool.
stuff. So
all right, I don't think I want to do any of that shit, but I'd like to be there when you start at 8. You start your swim.
Really?
How early do we have to get there?
There's a lot of people down there, and if you want to come see me, I can text you the time my wave is supposed to start, but you need to get down there probably at least an hour before to park and figure out where everything's at and stuff. So you're leaving here 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. Well, Ted won't be there, but I will be there. Yes.
I'll be sleeping.
Yeah. I will try to come down there.
I'll be giving you well wishes about your triathlon.
Yeah.
I want to see you off at 8 o'clock.
Okay, it is. If you haven't ever been to a triathlon, and this is one of the biggest in the country, I think we get like 8,000 triathletes.
Holy shit.
Probably a lot of professionals too, I'm guessing.
Yeah, there's professionals and there's different distances and all that stuff. I think I've talked a little bit about it before, but it is quite a spectacle. There's music playing.
Nice.
There's people
That's
everywhere, tons of spectators.
Yeah.
And, there's this big queue, and they get you in, and then there's this chute with 4 little chutes, and every 6 seconds they blow the whistle, and you jump in,
Yeah.
and it's just
Wow.
a free-for-all swim down the shore.
Nice.
All right. I'm dragging you there.
You should just Uber it there. Instead of driving, then you could just eliminate the whole parking fiasco.
Well, why don't we drive part of the way there, Uber from there? Oh, fuck it. What do I care? I'm just going to park. I'm going to see him off. How long does this swim take?
The swim should take me about 15 minutes.
Okay, so we can see where you come back to the same place you jumped in?
No, you jump in, and then I swim parallel to the shore, so you could actually walk along.
Okay, so
and
we're
then
gonna-
get
Yeah,
in.
okay, come on. Pick me up.
We're going to go.
You got to get on 90 anyway, so you might as well just pick me up.
Yeah, I'll come and get you.
Yeah.
We're going to see him off. We'll go through the thing, and then once you're done with the swim and you're all wet, glistening,
yeah.
and then we'll just push you on to the rest, because then we
Yeah.
got to go golfing. And
Yeah.
I don't want you to eat it in my valuable time.
Yeah. What time's your tea time?
I don't know. It's about 1:30 every time.
Oh, that's right. You're back up here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Okay.
I'm down for that. Yeah.
that's a lot of effort, and I certainly would appreciate it. It would be really fun.
Can
but,
I make a sign? Do people make signs?
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of signs and like giant heads that people have on sticks, and
Okay, if I did a real 3 idiots sign.
that could be cool.
Okay.
That could be
Obviously, it's
cool.
going to be a 3.
Okay, so I guess somebody's going to buy poster board. Is that a thing? Can you buy poster board?
Sure.
Yeah,
Go to the dollar store.
Go to
get a poster
Walgreens
board, yeah.
and you got poster board all
Okay,
day.
and I got markers.
Yeah.
I already got markers.
And you
okay.
can draw and you can write.
I draw good.
Yeah.
Okay? I draw
Well, you're a
good.
former teacher, so you got that good handwriting that you can.
Actually, no. That was what my thing. I was one of the worst. The kids would always be like, "What is that? Is that a letter or a number?" I'm like, "Shut up, you little fuck." Yeah. What do you care?
Well, you're more committed than my family,
gotta-
who's planning on meeting me at the finish line.
No. We'll be there to start you off.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit.
That'll be really
We'll
cool.
start you off.
I think you'll enjoy the experience just
Yeah,
because
that's
it's
cool.
such a cool thing.
Yeah, I've never been to one in person,
Right. So
that'd
we're
be
going.
pretty cool. Okay,
Don't
cool.
when I'm out in front of your house and I text you that I'm there, just know this: I will bang on that door until you get your ass up.
Well, just obviously let me know you're coming, please.
You know I'm going to be there by myself, and Ted's house is going to be. Everyone's going to be awake at Ted's house except him. I am banging. I'm honking.
I wish I was.
I'm going to be
asleep.
out in front of your house.
I'm always.
I'm going to be out in front of your house honking until one of your neighbors comes out with a gun.
Well, maybe next year you'll get a taste for it, and you might want to train and join me.
Oh man,
you know what's funny? I'd probably have to lose about, obviously belly fat, of course.
bets?
I'd probably have to lose about 20 pounds to get in like top shape. I'd probably have to weigh about 145.
But, that's one of the
150.
reasons why I do it is I start training in June and I train all summer and it keeps you fit, keeps you focused.
Yeah.
I swim, bike, run. I haven't lifted weights since for early June.
And that's probably part of your training protocol.
No way.
I went the other day because I had a time to kill, and oh man, what it's like to take some time off.
Wow.
It was
It only takes
humiliating.
About, it only takes
I was
about
like, holy fuck.
2-3 weeks, 1 month. You basically lose everything.
It's especially at our age. But anyway,
Yeah.
you might get the bit. You might like it. I'm telling you, it's pretty
All right.
cool.
Well, we'll be down there.
All right.
I guarantee I will be down there.
I'll
for sure.
send you the
And
details.
If Ted pimps out, then he. You know what? I'll tell you what. I'm going to make this promise. You don't go to the triathlon. You don't golf on Sunday.
I said I'm going. What's the big deal?
You gotta
Ted,
come.
you
Ted
got-
says a lot of
you gotta
things.
come
When that bottle's in his hand,
the bottle's
You
empty.
just got to
The
make
bottle's
sure he
empty.
takes it easy on the gummies the
Well,
night
the
before
bottle-
too.
The bottle's empty.
Ted, when the bottle's empty, that's when you make promises of all kinds.
Yeah.
When the bottle's full, that's when at least I know you've heard the promise. Yeah. When the bottle's empty, that's the problem.
This isn't pillow talk. I'll be there. Trust me. It's all good.
Okay, Ted. I'll just help you. Ted, what do you plan on not giving a shit about?
Okay, well, I know this is going to sound a little crass, but in the last week there's been a celebrity death, and then there's been a celebrity suicide attempt. So I guess Perez Hilton, who I guess is some famous streamer, I don't know what he's even famous for. I guess he was on live on his stream, and I guess he OD'd allegedly.
I did hear about
and now he's
this.
in the hospital. I don't
Live?
Yeah, he was on like his live stream. I was cry for
He's got a
help.
lot of fucking problems.
Yeah, but what is he famous for? I don't know what.
I think he's famous for being famous.
Okay, yeah, Perez Hilton.
Yeah,
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
I've only heard the
He's like
name
a
based
somebody.
on-
He's like a somebody.
I don't think so. Okay, so what's your point, Ted?
Okay, and then so he's in the hospital. I guess he's alive, but I guess he's in
And his viewership just went up by 50%.
probably yeah. And I guess that actress Hayden Panettiere, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
She tragically passed away this week at the age of 36, and basically they said I guess she was in heart failure. She's supposedly allegedly that was a drug overdose related. And I'm like, it's not like I don't give a shit, but it's just like these people are wealthy, good looking, well to do. They've made it to they've made it to a part of life where a lot of people wish they had the life they did. So I get it. I know mental illness is a real thing, mental health is a real issues are a real thing. But man, come on, man, can't you just you got all the money in the world? Can't you just talk to somebody? Tiger Woods, just go to fly to Switzerland. What? I don't know why the clinics are better out there. So.
She did. If you read up on it, she did go to many people to try and get help, and evidently none of them helped.
She said,
Oh, okay.
There's been a lot of guys who've done a lot of really shitty things to her.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's one of those. She started acting when she was very young.
Okay.
And they were shitty to her and did shitty things to her from when she was very young.
Right.
I mean, it's almost like if you could just round up some of these guys. That's another group of guys.
Yep.
String
Line
them
them up right next to the Illinois politicians and the tollway people.
Just string them right up, man. I wouldn't even have a problem with
How
it.
about the guillotine? I'm a big fan of the guillotine.
guillotining. And if you want to know what Perez Hilton is famous for, I'm looking at this,
I have
and
no idea.
I'm just saying this. He's famous for being a jagoff.
Really?
A jagoff piece of shit.
Okay, really?
He posts unfiltered, highly critical celebrity news. So, like you, he's a jagoff to people he doesn't know.
Anything about.
Crude digital doodles and aggressive commentary that defined early celebrity internet culture. So
he's a troll. He's a troll.
Yeah. He's been an asshole his whole life.
Professional troll.
Yeah. He's been an asshole his entire life.
Just a famous troll. Okay.
And whatever. I mean, what do you care about it? I mean, I don't even know why it's a thing.
It's so crazy how people are attracted to people like that. Like, he's got followers. Like, who?
Those people want to hear him say all those mean things that they want to say.
Yeah. Well, just like the 400-pound woman who basically sounds like she's baiting people to say mean things about her because that's actually good for her bottom line.
Yeah.
There's just there's just an unlimited amount of people that get off on other people's misery.
Yep.
Yeah, what's the German word for that?
Oh yeah, you did that.
Scheinfreund, where it's like you basically enjoy seeing other people, having, being
Because
miserable.
it makes you feel better because you're miserable.
Because you're miserable, yeah.
So there's more people miserable than me.
Well, misery loves company.
Well, there's always someone who's got it better, and there's always someone who's got it worse. I mean, what does
it matter to you?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, what does it matter to you?
Well, let's think about it. There's probably a lot of people out there who live pretty much like lives devoid of any pleasure, so their only outlet is the internet, where they can be anonymous and unverifiable and unaccountable, so they can say mean things without any repercussions.
How do you wake up how does that make your life better?
Well, it doesn't.
When I wake up in the morning and I've worked out and done whatever and did what things, I feel pretty good about myself. If I woke up and I said terrible things, maybe, I don't know about Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, like you did. But every day,
I always say bad things about her, not him.
You said bad things about Brad Pitt.
Well, he fucked up by marrying her. That's where, he fucked up.
Okay.
He fucked up.
But yeah,
big time.
I mean, I guess that somehow makes you feel better, but I don't know.
No, I don't know why
it
doesn't make me feel better.
It
doesn't make me feel better.
I'm using it. Why does it make anybody feel
better? No, I'm using it as a cautionary tale that even a guy as a high-value man like Brad Pitt, who's obviously ridiculously good-looking, talented actor, even he can fall into that trap where he just messed up by just going with,
we're not doing
with
this
crazy
again.
women.
Nope.
Just saying.
Nope. No.
He fell in love with the wrong person.
Yes.
His penis fell in love with
you don't
he didn't fall in love with nothing.
That. You don't know that.
I do not want to talk about Brad Pitt's penis. That is off.
Probably most of our listeners don't want to.
He was
either.
thinking with the wrong head. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, here is what's on my mind. I would like now to help all of our listeners that are doing illegal things. Any illegal things. We don't judge your choice of crime unless it's really bad, and you know who you are. Last week, a guy who was allegedly working with an NBA player to fix games got busted because he was sending rat emojis and other threatening pictures and things to the people's social media accounts.
People that he was trying to blackmail?
No, the people that... So he was trying to fix... He was fixing games.
Right.
And he got caught. And some of the people that were with him ratted him out.
Okay.
And on social media, he sent them rat emojis and other threatening pictures on their social media accounts from his social media account.
Okay.
Now, I know technology makes everything a little easier, but if you are intimidating a witness or trying to scare someone off, here's my advice. Go with the old-fashioned, tried-and-true, in-person method.
Yep.
It's way more intimidating and way less easier to
Plus,
track.
you're leaving an electronic paper trail where Jesus is like literally a breadcrumb, right? Yeah, here's your IP address, and we can just trace you in like 10 seconds. Of course.
Of course, if you're doing in person too, there's cameras everywhere. So if you're, but maybe it's 20% you're getting busted. Online, 100% you're going to get busted.
100%. 100%. And the funniest part was, I guess that there was the judge, and they went through a whole thing with this, and the guy said he was just sending pictures to the people he knew. And even the judge, and this is great, the judge goes, no matter what I'm doing or what I'm thinking, even I know that's bullshit. And I was just like, wow.
So he's trying to fix games, which means you're trying to corrupt athletes or someone like that. So
you ready for this? It was, I think the guy's name is Terry Rozier.
Yeah, Rozier. He was a former NBA player.
Yeah. His best friend from childhood, who was a bad person.
Right. And
he's basically been a bad person. I don't know if Terry grew up around, maybe he grew up
one of his posse members.
Yeah.
His crew.
So his friend was a professional athlete. And,
Terry Rozier is a professional athlete.
Right.
And his buddy is a professional piece of shit.
Yeah.
I see.
And whether he was involved, hold on. By the way, let me just say these words, allegedly. But whether he was involved in the fixing or didn't know about it.
So this was NBA?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
boy, I don't think I've heard this story.
Yeah, it was big news. Yeah, he got indicted
about
along with
2 years
with a few other high level. Actually, a coach too, right?
Yeah,
was a coach. Yeah,
there was a coach. So this bad news guy who sent the threatening emojis, he was in jail, and then they let him out. And as soon as he got out and he got back on social media, he did this, and they basically scooped him up and
put him back,
put him right back in.
Oh my god! What a
they
dumb
said
fuck.
they said that they couldn't have a real trial because he was there. he was alleged to have a gun and like to use guns to intimidate people by shooting them.
Oh, cool! You just told 50 million, and you just told 20 million people about it. So cool.
That'll work.
Yeah. You just told everybody, including Santa Claus, what you're going to do. Nice.
So it's just a weird thing to be like, yeah, he's intimidating people with a gun by shooting them. Like, that's what you're known for. Like what are you known for? I can run really fast. What are you known for? I'm really good at math. What are you known for?
Well,
I like to shoot people with guns to intimidate them.
Yeah.
Well, I think just isn't just showing the gun supposed to be intimidating? Because once you shoot them, then the intimidation part's over. Because
if you don't
then
kill
you're
them.
shot. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
then you're not intimidated anymore.
Well, I mean, what's the deal? You don't shoot them. You shoot the guy standing next to him, and then tell him they're next. Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
That's the way,
or
that's
shoot
the way
him
it
in the
always
leg. Next time, it's going to be a little higher.
Yeah. So that's all I got to say. Okay. We're gonna get out of here. I have some stuff lined up, man.
I was just going to ask about guests.
I have no dates locked in, but I've got some stuff set up, and we are going to be very excited who we're talking to. And I'm talking about. I don't know if they're. I'd call them pretty big names. I mean, they're very famous people who have been on TV, been on all this kind of stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, so we've got some big stuff coming up. It's going to be very exciting. We've got some insane things coming up too. As soon as I lock in dates, which I'm going to be doing all this next week. I spent a lot of time the last week because I haven't been able to do anything because my back is all fucked up, so I haven't been able to work out. I haven't been able to do anything.
I didn't know that either.
Golf. Dude, my fucking back. I played golf yesterday.
I know. I played 9 holes with you in the afternoon.
I can barely walk right now.
And you played as bad as I've seen you play in a long time.
I was fine in the morning. Played great in the morning. By the time the afternoon came, it's just locking up.
In fact, you played so bad that Ted beat you.
Sorry, man.
I'm sorry. I didn't think we could get through the episode without saying that.
I tried to snuff out Mark too, but unfortunately, he's a little sneaky.
Okay. No, unfortunately, you can't make a 8-inch fucking putt. That's what you can't do.
Yeah, that was pathetic.
That was so pathetic.
I got the ball to the hole though.
Yeah, you beat my ass, and then you had 8 inches of
to beat 2 players in the same day.
Scott Hoke missed a 2-inch putt to lose the Masters to Nick Faldo. So what's the big deal?
Yeah, it's.
That was a bad miss, by the way.
It was.
You ever see the Scott Hoke miss?
No, but I'm talking about your miss was probably worse because it literally was 8 inches. I don't know, and you freaked out and jammed it and went flying over the hole.
Ted, you already beat me. You already beat.
Which has never happened, as far as I know.
It has happened.
It has.
I mean, it's infrequent.
I didn't realize you were hurt. I mean, I know you were complaining about your back.
Teddy beat me this sometime this summer. Really? He was playing pretty well, and I wasn't playing. Teddy was playing pretty well. I think he beat me 2 or 3 times in a row.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not as big a deal as I thought.
I mean, once in a while, I get in a good headspace.
A long time ago.
Yeah, once in a while, I get in a good headspace. Once in a while.
Well, I'm sorry to hear. I didn't realize you were injured. So did you fuck yourself up working out or what?
Yeah.
Deadlifts.
Just don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm never again. It's done.
Squats, deadlifts, all
never
that shit.
Again. I will never deadlift. As long as I live, there will be no deadlifting, no squatting. The only leg exercise I will be doing will be on machines.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
smart.
it.
Yep.
Triathlons
are calling your name.
I got ahead of myself. I really did. I got ahead of myself. I felt great. I was doing this workout. I was like 6 weeks in, and I went.
This
to the
was
gym.
the thing you did online.
This the AI generated workout.
AI fucked me. Yeah. But yeah. So and I went in like I'm feeling great, and man, I overdid it.
Yeah.
And I was fine. And then the next day, I was just like, why does God hate me? But I know it's not God. It's AI. It got me. It probably devised this. And was
Could be the same thing.
Yeah. At some point, AI was just like, I don't know, week 7, week 6, week 7. Yeah, I'll get this fucker.
All right.
Yeah, piece of shit. All right, but we got to get this done. So say goodbye, gentlemen.
Good night.
Have a good night.
And we will see everybody next week.